Hello everyone, how are you? So today I'm making a video to tell you guys how are things in Italy right now. In case you haven't seen, we are in what they call phase 2. So things have changed a lot from phase 1. In phase 1 it's basically what they call lockdown. So the only things that were open, like the only shopping places were supermarkets and pharmacies. And even like in supermarkets, for example, the supermarket I go to, they sell like toys and stuff for kids or stuff for school, like notebooks and stuff like that. Like you couldn't buy them. They were all like wrapped in plastic because it was considered non-essential, so not even that you could buy, even if it's inside a supermarket. Now, since the beginning of the month, it opened up a little bit more, so restaurants opened, which was amazing because until then I was cooking every day. So I cooked for 2 months in a row, and that's so much. Not only it's so much work, there are a lot of dishes to wash, and like I know how to make different dishes, but there is a limit. Like for example, I like Japanese food. I don't know how to make Japanese food. I couldn't eat Japanese food. I also couldn't eat pizza, McDonald's. So it was really stressful, and I'm so happy that now I can order food and that these times have passed. Just to make it clear, like we couldn't even get delivery, you know, like restaurants were closed. Now from the beginning of the month, restaurants opened, but it had to be like delivery, or you could go there but like you couldn't enter, and you could take the food to go. Also, people could visit members of their families that didn't live with them. I think those were like the main changes in the beginning of the month. Then on the 18th, it's when things like opened even more. So now basically all shops are opened. You can also go in restaurants, you can go in cafes, you don't need to like order or take things to go anymore. Yeah, so now like there are so many people in the street, but everything is like controlled. So for you to go in places, you have to wear a mask. Like in restaurants and bars, you're supposed to stay 1 meter away from the others. So yeah, I haven't been to many places yet. I've been to a cafe twice. So I sat on the table and the other tables were like far away from me. I was wearing a mask. The waiter was wearing a mask, so yeah, like it was normal. And then I went to Flying Tiger. I don't know if you guys know. It's basically a store that sells a little bit of everything, but they sell a lot of things like for the house. And it was the same thing. Like you had to wear the mask to go in, and there was a limit, like an amount of people that could go in. So basically they just asked us to take a basket. So if the baskets were over, then it means that there were too many people inside the shop. So you had to wait until someone left the shop, so they would leave the basket and then you could take the basket with you. But yeah, things are like kind of going back to normal. I wouldn't say normal, like but you know, shops are opening again. I think the only things that are closed now are like clubs, for example, because you can't do social distancing in a club. So those things are still closed, and I think they're gonna take a long time to open. But the rest, they all are opening. And from I keep forgetting if it's the 3rd or 5th of June, that also flights to and from European countries are gonna open. And for me, that's the part I'm most worried about, because a lot of people will come to Italy because a lot of people love going to Italy for summer. I know a lot of people that already are planning to come here on summer after the flights open. So I don't know, unless they do that fast test to check if the person has corona or not before people go in the airplane. I feel like this is gonna be a really bad measure, because once you're in the airplane, if there's one person that is infected, the person can infect everyone, and then these people are gonna land and go everywhere. So I really hope they do this test before people go in the planes. Otherwise, I feel like the numbers are gonna get really high again, and we're probably gonna have to go back to lockdown, and I really don't want to go back to that. And yeah, my university is still not open. We're still doing oral exams online. So right now I'm studying for exams. I have exams like until the end of July, so I have a lot of exams to do, and that's it. So I'm not really going out much or anything, but yeah, I hope you guys there living in a country that is still doing quarantine just have patience, that if everyone do and respect quarantine, you should be getting out of it soon. I stayed like 2 months and a half, like in total lockdown it was 2 months and a half. So yeah, I know this can be really stressful. Some people think like that this is never gonna end, and I know it feels like that, but it will end at some point. So just have patience and focus in your studies or whatever it is that you have to do. Well guys, so I think that's it. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, any comments, you can do it here. And that's it. Bye.